The Emperor protects.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is Con Ulrich coming to you with another episode of Warhammer 40K Regicide, or Regicide 40K. Well, as long as you have all the words in the title, you know what you're talking about. When last we saw each other, we had just finished the second mission of the currently released 10 mission campaign, or Act 1 really, of the Blood Angels as they seek to take out the Orc Scourge that's fallen upon this particular planet. So I've given you enough time to take a look at this screen to see what's going on. We're going to jump right back into the campaign. And it looks like we're going to be taking out a Lootas, which is basically an Orc version of a machine gunner with a really, really big beamy def gun. So let's get started.
Commander Draco, I sense no survivors. The colonists have been wiped out, and the orcs infest this world like a disease.
If that is true, Baldassar, then we are the cure.
They cannot stand against us.
Wipe them out!
Alright, so I can tell you right now, we're definitely not going to lose this particular mission. It's pretty darn easy. The question is, who do I move forward first? I think what I'm going to do
None
is
shall
just shift
we have them on the run.
on my own Devastator, which is basically the same kind of machine gunner, to match their particular troops.
Weapon ready.
Do to say, occasionally I find myself a little disappointed that they don't fire a little more. But you know what? We can work on that.
Firing on target!
So this is the enemy back here that we have to kill. And trust me, he will be a piece of cake.
Just gonna set up here, boss.
But I think we'll just play kinda, loose.
They cannot. Their retreat is cleanse and purge.
Every now and again I worry about how bloodthirsty the Space Marines are in their line of work, but I suppose I get it.
Engage.
See if I just have him unload.
Take that.
I'm not sure if I hit him. Apparently not. Alright, oh well.
Open fire.
Like I said to you before,
want us dead?
the orcs are pretty stupid so far.
Where's that ammo run?
More sure about this, boss.
We're proud to serve the chap as you command.
Because I have my own troops concentrate fire on him. Make this a piece of cake.
Weapon ready.
I just have to say again, I do so love how detailed all these models are. And actually how detailed this playfield is.
Devastation.
Although some of the attack animations have a little bit to be desired, I kind of interpret things to be a little bit more bloodthirsty than
Weapon
this.
ready!
We still have a couple more turns to kill the Lootas, which he's going to allow us to do pretty quickly.
Get any closer, and I'll bite your face off.
And somehow, besides standing right next to us, he's decided to miss.
Weapons at the ready.
And here's the end of the entire mission.
Their retreat is destroy them.
Well, that was easy. We need ourselves a little staple gun. A staple button, not a staple gun, but that might be a good idea too. Victory. So we're going to move right ahead immediately. Got both of these. Just jump ahead straight to the next mission.
These orcs are cunning, Commander. We should consider a cautious approach.
I have a hunger for battle that can only be slaked with the blood of our enemies. Let us take to the field and give the orcs what they want. A fight they will never forget.
So the cool thing about this is that with the campaign missions, you get a very, very unique set of forces. Obviously, you're not always going to have 5 bishops on your playing field.
Target.
But I don't know. I kind of like the idea that they're giving you a much more unique set of abilities and characters with them to play. Unfortunately,
Weapon ready.
we're not really going to be able to do a whole lot this first turn just because our forces are so concentrated. Now what I just did there
Got him now, boss.
is I just picked an ability
Get ready for the boom.
that allows me to
None shall survive. Securing area.
and I basically just sacrificed the bishop there by being stupid. But that's okay. It basically means
Open fire.
that they can only move to attack me as opposed to using stuff like Snapshot or their beamy def guns or anything like that. Which, let me tell you,
Devastation.
is definitely a good thing. Also, I do feel compelled to note
They are foolish to stand.
Yep, there we go.
I love the sound of more ducky in the morning.
I guess I was kind of curious to see one of my guys die in the first place, because I have not lost anybody yet. So, you know, today's a good day to die.
They's looking at me funny.
They got more armor than us, boss.
And that was the same thing that I did to them with the same kind of ability.
Weapons at the ready, as you command.
I think I'll just back up here and just roast this particular individual. I'll look at the objectives real quick. Yeah, we're fine.
You will fall.
Somehow, despite being about 3 feet from a giant orc, he manages to miss. I think we'll have you suppress fire.
Foolish to stand before us.
And they'll listen to me any good. Let's have him take aim.
Let's get to it.
Despite being known for their bloodthirstiness, it appears the orcs are rather... how do I put this?
I was
Cautious.
thinking this would be a good shooting spot.
Designate a target. Taking position.
Now, these things right here, I've yet to really understand the physics behind them. I'm not sure if I can shoot through them, or I guess we're about to find that out. Yes, we can't. Really can't do a whole lot this turn. That's okay.
Engage. They will not escape our wrath. Taking cover.
Boys, move it out.
Alright, so one thing I feel compelled to note also is I'm not sure you heard the kind of viciousness that was in the captain's voice a few seconds ago. And one thing that's important to note is that this particular chapter of the Blood Angels,
They cannot hide from us.
have a particular kind of, well, they have this blood curse.
Their retreat, feel the fury of the righteous.
Back during a war that happened about 10,000 years before this, the commander was killed by this arch traitor, this evil individual who came and tried to take over Earth. And during that particular fight, after he died, all of his men have experienced this thing called the bloodthirst. It makes them amazing in combat, but it does kind of make them lose all logical sense. So I'm guessing at some point during this, we're going to experience the blood rage. Oh, one more turn. Oops, my apologies.
Retribution awaits you! We'll make it orky!
Alright, so he's basically decided to sacrifice himself.
Zorgor! They're foolish to stand before us!
Dagga, dagga, dagga!
Oh, that was embarrassing. That's okay. The entire point is supposed to kill the Lootas.
Let them fall! Feel the fury of the righteous!
And although we've lost a couple more individuals than I've ever lost in this campaign so far, I can take it. Start opening up on this back guy. And these guys can't do a whole lot. I already have them taking aim, they've already increased their toughness, so there's gonna
Just a few more shots from me death gun, and this will all be over. Where's that ammo run? Stick bomb! Incoming!
Alright, that was kind of silly. Even more silly when you consider that he just missed entirely.
None shall survive. We have them on the run.
I'll play this a little more cautiously. First of all, I'm taking pity on these guys. It's pretty heavy to be carrying all that ammo around. I think we'll do the same assail business again. Cool. So these white spores I was talking about before, this prevents them from doing anything except moving and actually killing somebody. So the next turn you'll see them move and then not take any other actions.
You want us there? Okay.
I will admit that I misplayed this somewhat.
They cannot hide from us. A few more shots are all that is needed.
But I hope you'll forgive me. And if you don't forgive me, then, tough luck. But I do admit that I misplayed this.
Devastation!
And although we won't officially get the secondary objective in this one, I'm not feeling particularly bloodthirsty, so I'll just kind of go for the gold and take everybody out. And just continue to do suppressing fire.
We'll make it orky!
And once again, the orc penchant for bloodlust that leads themselves into a ridiculously stupid position. Oh darn, you stunned one of my guys.
We're proud to their retreat. Destroy them!
Ta-da! They talk about in the books about how crazy some of these Space Marine armies get. There's thousands and thousands of guys moving with each other. And just listening to the sounds they have here, trying to imagine how they sound, I would say in person, but I'm trying to imagine how something like that would sound, 1,000 of these guys moving together, and I'm kind of terrified. So we didn't get the secondary objective. I like I said to you before, I have beaten this particular mission before. So we're just going to jump straight ahead to the next one anyway. See if we can't manage to get number 5 in here as well.
Edgar Prime belongs to the Imperium. It is time we reminded these aliens of that fact. Assault squad deploying! Strike from the skies, brothers!
I'm going to note a couple things for you on this map. First, this is a Stormboy. He basically functions as a knight. These are Assault Marines.
At your command.
They function as my knights. Another thing to know about this Stormboy. Until I kill this grunt right here who can't move, this guy's just not going to move at all. Think about it. Bam, bam, bam. And nothing else to move in over here. Secondary objective for this one is to kill 5 of these grunts. And I think I'll do that, you know, just because I want to be nice to you guys and give you the bloodthirstiness.
Glory awaits.
That is really just such a
At your command.
hallmark of this game.
Flee before us!
It's kind of cool to watch him move, though, I have to admit. I just did a item called Iron Halo. And what Iron Halo does is that any single time they would take damage, or that particular unit would take damage from the enemy ability, it gets negated, or the first instance gets negated.
If you say so.
I do say so. So he won't be able to do anything.
Oi, you! Eat this!
And here we're going to see that shield prevent it all. Ka-chow! Now I can't do much this particular turn, mostly because I just got that whole stunned thing happen to me. But I will grant you guys a death cinematic.
The Primarch would be no mercy!
Enjoy. I throw a grenade just because I can. And I completely just took out his armor, so the next time I attack him, he will be a lot more susceptible to damage.
Daddy ain't getting away from us! Lay low for a bit. Get off, I'm trying to shoot here! Dugga, dugga, dugga!
They really like that guy, I'm not sure why.
The Codex predicts our victory.
Let's
Make
do this.
haste, brothers.
Now, the Assault Marines have a very different set of attacks when they're right next to someone. They either have this Assault thing, which allows you to damage any adjacent enemy, or they have Hammer of Wrath. And it does more damage. It doesn't have a higher chance to hit, but it does more damage. I guess that's the important part. What's going to happen in a second, I have a big gripe about, and I hope you guys will agree with me.
Strike hard!
Devastating attack, right? Pink, pink, pink. I mean, don't get me wrong. Definitely a devastating attack relative to everything.
Weapon ready.
But firing a pistol when you have a nice big chainsword right there, just begging to be used, I kind of wonder why they use it at all. And I'll increase this guy's toughness,
Taking cover.
because he's going to take some hits in a second. Yeah, these guys really can't do anything, can they?
Moving to cover. Seeking better ground.
Nowhere for him to run. Just the way I likes it. This is me best so far. This thing's just as dangerous up close.
Once again, orc technology not working at all.
Get off, I'm trying to shoot here.
It's okay. What I'm going to do now is I'll use the little healing thing on him, the healing mechanic. It's possible again that I'll lose somebody, but you know what? Life's too short to be worried about things like that.
Ready to strike. Our victory is assured. You shall fall.
Ka-chow. Die. Wow, or not die. That works too.
Feel our fury.
Apparently this guy's engine's flamed out. There's no other
We
things
got
working.
him now, boss.
And this guy will
Oh,
probably die.
smash ya.
Yep. And he'll probably shoot here.
Blast him!
Oh, shoot there. That works too. I'm being a little bit more aggressive
Oi, you!
and a little bit less careful
Eat this!
on this playthrough, so casualties might be a little bit higher. But you know what? There can be no victory
Glory
without blood.
awaits. Our blades bite. Engage the enemy.
And it's just so much fun to just watch the death animation sometimes too.
Firing on target.
Jeez, boys.
Taking cover.
Alright, after this one I have to get serious and actually take out the Stormboyz.
Boys, move it out!
Because both these guys are going to fire at that Marine and probably kill
Blast
him.
'em!
Oh, all three. Even better. I say that obviously quite sarcastically. In case I
Oi,
wasn't apparent.
you! Eat this! Blast 'em!
Hey! Somehow he managed to
Standing
survive.
by. Forward, brothers.
Take to the skies, brothers. Hawkmen, dive! There's a Flash Gordon reference out there for you, in case you didn't know. Now, the grenade I'm throwing here just gets rid of armor, as opposed to actually doing oodles and oodles of damage.
If you say so. Get ready for the boom!
Please miss. Oh well.
Glory awaits. Flee before us.
I think we'll give this Assault Marine the honor of the kill. Alright, so here's the Psychic Assault again. We're going to try to stun these guys so they can't use abilities. Awesome. We're furthermore going to have this
Weapon
chap take some
ready.
fire.
Moving to cover. Taking cover.
Nowhere for him to run. Just the way I likes it.
So far, it kind of feels like
Oi, you!
being good at
Eat
chess is not going to be the same thing as being good at this game. This game depends a
Blast
lot
'em!
more on being able to utilize the abilities that are given to you.
Standing by.
And that sounds kind
Our
of
victory
stupid
is
to know.
assured.
And I was kind of an idiot just now, and I'm sure this pawn's going to take me. But that's okay, we can manage.
Strike hard.
Besides, I guess I haven't yet seen what happens when a pawn takes a knight. So that'll be fun. Let's get it going.
They won't
Yep.
knock. Smash! Shoot!
cool.
Stomp!
Oof. That's not what you're hoping to see.
Oh, sog. They seen
Oi,
us. You! Eat this!
Now, the
The
question really
codex
is
predicts our victory.
whether or not
Engage jump packs.
I can manage to just jump here and get away with this. My guess is yes.
Executing.
But it'd be worth seeing.
Moving to cover. Seeking better ground.
They ain't getting away from us.
So really all I have to do is survive this next shot, and I should be
They
fine.
got more armor than us, boss. Not sure about this, boss. They got more armor than us, boss.
That works too. Not a big deal.
Glory awaits.
Ah, no. Here's where
Victory
the
is within
position
our
actually
grasp.
matters. If it was chess, it wouldn't matter which way I did this, but this one it will. Because if this guy jumps and gets taken out in turn, then I can still take him next turn. But if this guy jumps, and he jumps to take me, and his guys shoot at me and kill me on the next turn, that's
the
bad.
Primarch will be no mercy.
Have I mentioned that this game is not always family friendly? And to give you an idea, those little white swirls overhead, he's not be able to do anything, you know, and this is really all I've got. So I'm going to chuck a grenade and then call it quits for the turn. Awesome.
Nowhere for him to run. Just the way I likes it. I was thinking this would be a good shooting spot.
There could also be annoying things like that happen.
Ready to strike.
So
The
it's time
wisdom of
for
the
us
Codex is clear.
to just actually do this hand to hand. So I admit, I misplayed this one. But that shouldn't
Feel our
matter.
fury.
I'll just keep dancing around him. I'll be like a butterfly and a bee,
Moving
you
to
know?
cover.
They ain't getting away from us. Laying low for a bit. Stick bomb incoming.
Big deal.
The Codex predicts our forward, brothers.
Also, you can't pass your movement turn. You always have to move. So that's if you have a awesome position, you'll have to actually do something about it. I admit I wanted to see what would happen if I took the piece, but apparently slightly mishandled things. That was my bad. So although we didn't actually finish the thing with a bloodless victory, which I admit I did the first time, you know, it's okay. I think I can live with it. But for the time being, I am going to take a little bit of a break. And when we come back, we're going to continue moving forward. And I guarantee you we're going to see a lot more blood and a lot more orc bodies. And hopefully not too many marine bodies littering the ground. So, this is Con Ulrich. Take it easy, everybody.